Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's your boy David from the Irish Hotspur, bringing you the pre-match pump-up over here on We Are Tottenham TV. For today's massive FA Cup tie, third round, Tottenham versus Morecambe, a.k.a. the Shrimps. Before we get into it, guys, a bit of housekeeping. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. The big push for 1 million subscribers is on. It's about time a Spurs channel got there. Let's get this one there. Make sure you smash the like button on the stream as well. And guys, feel free to get your super chats in. It is a great way to show support for the boys. Get your thoughts in ahead of today's game. I mean, who doesn't love the FA Cup? I absolutely adore it. And I know all Spurs fans should. 8-time winners. You know, Arsenal did take that off us when we were lifting the FA Cup the most. And we want to get back there. So, feel free to get your super chats in and get your comments in the chat. Anyone that does want to come on and have their say, simply click the link up in the community section, get on here and have your say. Sit here and talk all things Tottenham with me, which is what we want at the end of the day. Just a quick mic check, make sure everyone can hear me. It's the big DAV on the MIC. Can people hear me? Let me know in the chat. Do let me know in the chat, guys. A bit of team news for today. Eric Dyer and Session are back, with Tottenham Hotspur tweeting late last night that the duo are back, which is absolutely brilliant. To have Eric Dyer back, because there was a win percentage. It was 62% with Moon Boots in the team, and a win rate with Moon Boots in the team, and a 33% with Moon Boots out of the team. So it does go to show how actually important he can be for us this season in terms of winning percentages. Absolutely massive. So it's good to have him back. Romero is out, of course, along with Bergwijn, son, who was out as well. That's a massive loss. I mean, I can't understand how much of a big loss that is for us, to be honest with you. I mean, hopefully Harry Kane now can step up and contribute with even more goals that we will be missing through, son. And look, it's time for Bergwijn, Gil Messi. You know, it's time for these guys to now step up and show why they were brought to the club in the first place. And of course, Harry Kane will be rested today, as per Antonio Conte, his press conference. He will try and give him a rest. We do know that Dele Alli will start. I think Conte more or less confirmed that, challenging him ahead of today's game as well. A few little stats and bits and pieces for you guys. Tottenham have been eliminated just once at this stage of the FA Cup in the last 15 campaigns. The last time we did get eliminated at this stage was to the Gunners in the 13-14 season. So it should be a cakewalk this one. Conte has reached the final of the FA Cup in his two previous campaigns with Chelsea, losing one against Arsenal and then winning the next one against Man United in 2018. So Conte does have form and getting to finals. Let's hope he can bring Tottenham Hotspur back to where we belong, which is FA Cup glory. And Spurs have progressed past each of the last 20 FA Cup ties against sides from the third tier or lower since losing 2-1 at Port Vale in January 1988. As you can see, I don't have grey hair, so some of the grey hair gang out there might remember this one. Morecambe, the nickname are the Shrimps, so hopefully we can turn them into Shrimp Picks today. That'll be absolutely brilliant. And they're currently sitting 19th of 24 in League One. This will be the first ever meeting. I've got studio issues. My audio is cutting in and out. Can people hear me now? Testing, 1 2 1 2 testing. We are Tottenham TV Army. Help me out here. Look, give me 1 minute. I'll be back. I'm having a bit of mic issues here. I don't really understand it, to be honest with you. People are saying the audio is cutting in or out. So just give me 1 minute and I'll be back. Yes, guys, we are back. I'm sorry, I do not understand what's going on. I'm just after doing the show for an hour and it was fine. So I do apologize. But guys, it is a massive game. And where was I? I was giving you some facts ahead of today's game. The Shrimps, they currently sit 19th of 24 in League One. This will be the first ever meeting between the two sides today. Morecambe earned their first ever promotion to League One last season, and they are fighting to stay up. So, I mean, it's not that it should be an easy game. I mean, it's never really an easy game when it comes to Tottenham Hotspur, to be honest with you. We've seen that. But look, hopefully we can get out there with the right mentality. Cole Stockton is Morecambe's top scorer, having netted 18 times in 27 appearances. So, guys, he is one that we probably, if they do get a chance, it will fall to him. So we definitely don't want to be giving any chances away to Cole Stockton. Definitely not. Boss Stephen Robinson, who actually used to be a Spurs man, he was supposed to be returning to the club where he came through the ranks and represented the first team twice in the 1990s, but misses the trip due to COVID today. So a bit bittersweet for this guy. I mean, he draws Tottenham in the cup, but he can't go, which is a shame, to be honest with you. And this is only Morecambe's third ever FA Cup tie versus Premier League opposition. And they've had to go through 2 rounds already to get to this stage. So they've already had a couple of games. And last week, I believe, actually, they were 3-0 down against Doncaster Rovers. And they came back to 3-3 as well. So, I mean, this is a Morecambe team that don't know when they're beaten. And I'll just give you the words of this Morecambe manager. And he says, bear in mind, I'm not trying to sell Cole. He has been fantastic for us, and his quality of goals have been the best, the biggest thing. For every player, it's a shop window. Morecambe are a club that sells players and have to be sustainable in selling players. It's an opportunity to put yourself on the map. We have, and with them words, look, they're fighting words, and we have struggled, in matches like this before. Rennes, Pacos de Ferreira, Vitesse, Ennis Mora, just games this season. You've got Colchester, and the list goes on and on and on and on. So it's very important that we actually come out here today with the right mentality, the right attitude, and come out here wanting to win. And the reason why I say that, and people are saying it's only Morecambe, and I get it, but Ennis Mora beat us purely because our application and our mentality and our attitude was not right. And we now have to expect that these sort of smaller teams are going to come here thinking they can turn us over. They're going to come here trying to get at us, trying to make it physical, try and get the ball in behind us and get us turned. They're going to come here. So we have to expect that, and we have to come out here with the right motivation and mentality today from minute one. As soon as they step over that white line, it's FA Cup. And I know there's going to be, I'm expecting wholesale changes today. But like the likes of Ndombele, Lo Celso, players like that, if you get your chance today, take the chance. Take it. I don't want to see us, pantsing around, flirting with Morecambe for 60 minutes before we decide to take initiative after we bring the big boys off the bench. I want to see it from minute one. I want to see us dominate one of these games. I want to be able to sit back, relax, watch us spank them 5-0 and have some shrimp for dinner. That's what I want. So hopefully these players I do get out there with the right mentality. And like I said, it's very, very important. Very important. Big questions today, though. Who starts up front? Dane Mbappe, Starlet, or Lightbulb Dele Alli? Which one plays up front today? It'd be very interesting to see who is selected. I know Conte was challenging Dele Alli, in his in the press conference when he was talking about him. So it's a big opportunity for Dele Alli. And you know what? I wonder has Conte been pressuring Dele Alli and challenged him to try and get a performance out of him, because he still believes there's still something there. And with Son's injury, is Dele Alli going to be the guy that potentially he may look at to step in? Could be very, very interesting there. When it comes to Dane Mbappe, Scarlett, look, I know he was a bit isolated in the Europa Conference League. Maybe he didn't take his chances. But, I mean, he was stuck out there with a load of dross who really didn't care, to be honest with you, a lot of the times. If he does get the nod today, hopefully, like I said, these players come out here with the right attitude and we can see the very best from this kid. This is a kid that Jose thought was going to go far. A lot of people speak highly of. He's in the England underage teams. So hopefully he can get the minutes and take his chance today. Another player I would really, really like to see is Harvey White, guys. This guy, look, he's been around the academy for yonks now. He's now 20 years old. He's not a kid anymore. He was loaned out last season. He has been training with the first team the last couple of weeks. He is a left footer, set piece specialist. Can play a left back, centre mid, and if you need him to, he can fill in at centre back. He has played 14 games in the Premier League 2 this year. Basically the under 23s. Scoring 5 goals with 6 assists, and then 3 games in the EFL Trophy, which is teams down in League 1, League 2. So they were playing senior teams. He scored 2 goals with 1 assist. So this guy has already proven he can step in at this level and play. So give him the chance today. Give him the chance. Me personally, look, I'm fed up with seeing Ndombele, Lo Celso, all these players rolled out, and yet time and time again just let me down. I'm at the point now I want to give some of these youngsters a go. I want to get them out there, and I want to see what they can offer, because you don't know if they're good enough until they play. It's that simple. And with the likes of someone like Ndombele, Lo Celso, Dele Alli, players like that, constantly being rolled out, it's absolutely hampering some of the development from the under-23s, McCandy, players like that, because they're players that if we do, we should have got the job done in the Europa Conference League. These guys could have stepped in. We could have given them minutes and stuff like that. So hopefully now today, we can see some of these guys. And I mean, this is what the FA Cup is about, especially the early rounds. I love seeing some of the youth players come through. I love seeing what some of them have to offer. And there's always one or two that will grab their opportunity and make a name for themselves. Another one, Alfie Devine, came on against Marine last year and scored. I would love to see this kid play. This kid is very, very talented and very, very highly sought after. At Tottenham, we were lucky to get him. There was a lot of other big clubs in for him. The reason why we got him away from Wigan is due to financial problems. So, we were able to take advantage of it. So let's give this kid some minutes today, even if it's off the bench. Probably won't start, but off the bench, give the kid some minutes and let's aid his development. Let's help his development. But there's no ways about it today, guys. Today is a massive, massive game. Guys, the link is up in the community section. Do click on the link and come on and have your say. There is nobody on here with me at the minute. I'm riding solo and I'm just absolutely waffling. So, guys, do come on and have your say. It is up in the community section, so it is. It really is. And look, I'm friendly. I don't bite, so do come on and have your say. Please do. Please do. But look, like I said, even for some of these fringe players, it's their last chance. Dele Alli, Ndombele, Lo Celso. Time to step up and show what you have to offer Tottenham Hotspur. Us fans have stuck by you for the last year, 2 years. Now it's your turn to stick by us. Get out there today, put in a performance, and let's get at them. Let's get at them early and put this to bed early. Let's not leave this game linger on. Because what it does do, it just gives Morecambe more belief. The longer the game goes on, and it's level, it just gives Morecambe more belief that they can nick it. So let's get out there. First 15 minutes, grab 1 or 2 goals and put this game to bed. It's that easy, and it can be done. It can be done. Honestly, it's that easy. And look, Conte, like I said, has form in this competition. He's won the FA Cup already with Chelsea and got to a final the season before in these 2 campaigns as manager. So this guy knows how to get through an FA Cup round, so he does. And he knows how to navigate his teams to the final while also having a league push. Do we have the squad too? Look, we're Tottenham Hotspur. I live in hope. I live in hope. That's what I will say. But look, we do have our first guest. So let's get him on. Who have we got? We've got Mitch. Oh, we've got Ben.
It's not Mitch.
You're on mute, my man.
All good, brother. How are you?
I can't hear you, Ben.
What do you mean you can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Now
yeah. I can hear you.
Hey,
come on, big up
come
Benji
on.
fight. FA Cup day, my man. You're looking very up early. You're looking very spruced up today. You excited for the FA Cup?
Yeah, I've done my Harry Kane. I got my haircut just for the FA Cup. Hopefully, we'll get some few goals today.
I'm hoping so, Ben. I'm hoping so. Look, games like this, it should be easy pickings. You should win this game 4-5-0. And, be sitting here at the end of the weekend looking forward to the next draw. But is it as simple as that as Tottenham Hotspur?
Nah, definitely not. I mean, we've seen it in the past. The last time we came up against opposition like this, League Two, I think it was, we lost to Colchester, wasn't it, under Pochettino? Yeah. Before then, at the last season at White Hart Lane, we played Wickham. We welcomed Wickham to White Hart Lane, and they were 3-1 up going into the last few minutes. We ended up winning 4-3 that day, but they gave us a run for our money, that's for sure. And that was like probably the best Tottenham team in recent history of the last season of White Hart Lane. So you've got to go into this game with the right attitude. And if you go into this game with the right attitude, you get the result. But it's all about attitude. That's what it boils down to today.
No, it's key. Absolutely key today is the right attitude. And like we've seen it even with NS Moore, Europa Conference League games. Attitude is key in these games. It's all you need. You don't need tactics. You just need to apply yourself in the right way and you win these games. Football can be that simple at times. Ben, where do you stand on this? What players would you like to see being rolled out today? Would you like to see a mix of the fringe players and the under-23s? Or do you think we have enough fringe players to send out an 11 with under-23s coming off the bench?
Well, there's one player I've been talking about on the weekend, and that's Harvey White. I'd like to see Harvey White today. First of all, I thought he played really well in the last round when we played him in the third round last year against Marine. And, he was on loan at Portsmouth last year and he was playing at that level. So I don't see a reason not to play the likes of Harvey White. I still wouldn't play Dane Scarlett, to be honest. I don't think Dane Scarlett's ready for first team action. I really don't. Looking at, he just hasn't grown into his body yet. He needs to develop a little bit more before we see him in the starting lineup. So, I mean, I would play the likes of Harvey White, but apart from that, I think it would mainly be fringe players for me. I think the fringe players, they got a lot of making up to do for losing to Mura, for bottling it all season in the Conference League and last season in the Europa League. So I want to see these players come in and I want to see them put in performance. At the end of the day, even if they do put in a performance, you can't really read too much into it because it is just a League Two side, a struggling League Two side at that. But I want to see them come in and I want to see them put in a big shift, even though if it's their last hurrah in a Spurs shirt.
No, absolutely spot on. I mean, you could send me, you, Sim, and the whole We Are Tottenham TV crew out there today. We would pass them off the pitch. We really would. But look, one player that maybe mixed fortunes at this club, you don't know whether he probably will play today, but you don't know what you're going to get out of him. I mean, he was absolutely anonymous against Ennismore, but the game you described against Wickham, he came on and saved it, which is Ndombele. What do you think we'll see a performance from this guy today?
Sorry, he came on and saved the Wickham game. Oh, which Wickham game?
Yeah, scored two. He scored two, didn't he, against Wickham Wanderers, Ndombele.
Oh, the game I'm talking about is the last game at White Hart Lane, last season at White Hart Lane when Sonny saved it for us right at the end. I mean, Ndombele wasn't at us yet. But I would like to see Ndombele play today for sure. I think he's got attributes and quality that, that will literally just wipe Morecambe off the face of the earth, really. I mean, he's come on it in the Liverpool game. I thought he had a good game against Liverpool. Second half against Chelsea, I thought he was probably one of our better players. Conte's been talking him up as well in the press. So I think that, yeah, definitely I want to see Ndombele play today. And if he does play today, I'm expecting him to be the best player on the pitch. I really am.
And this is the thing, Benji. I mean, he has all the capabilities to be one of the best midfielders in world football. He just has to get it right up here, so he does. He's to cut out the McDonald's, and he just has to start focusing. But another player, Ben, Lo Celso, we probably will play today. Do you think we'll see a good performance from this guy today? And what do you think? What do you think has been his main problem at Tottenham so far?
Injuries. It's clear it's injuries. I mean, the guy can't stay fit for more than 2 games unless he's pulling on an Argentina shirt. I just don't understand it. I mean, I rate Lo Celso massively. I think there's a big player in there, top player in there. I've seen attributes from him. I mean, when he first broke into the side, he was brilliant. Probably one of our better players when the likes of Kane and Son were out. He was really taking that brunt of the team and putting a massive shift in for us. Ever since then, we haven't really seen to get him on the pitch consistently enough, and when he has been on the pitch, let's be honest, they've been lackluster performances, the majority of them. So I think Lo Celso, there's definitely a player in there. We just need someone to come in and really unearth that talent, and I think Conte's the man. I think Conte rates Lo Celso, I really do. But again, if these 2 players play today, we need to see big performances from them. We have to. We can't keep going on backing these players and then them letting us down every single time. We need to see them putting in a shift.
No, absolutely spot on. And look, these sort of players are the reason why we're sitting here today with a bit of nerve. No Spurs fan cannot tell me they don't have that little bit of doubt in their mind today with some of these players coming in, because we've seen it time and time again. So, look, hopefully they can start putting this right. Hopefully they can start repaying. Look, not me anyway, because I've washed my hands with them, but Spurs fans that have kept backing them. Hopefully they repay you. I really hope they do. And today is the day where they start. But Brian, or Ben, sorry, I was just speaking to Brian for the last hour. He's on my mind. But,
Brian's been sitting in this studio too much. You're already mistaken me for Brian.
I have to say, absolutely fascinating debate you had the other day. I was sitting there, I was absolutely loving it. So it was.
Whose side did you sway with?
Do you know what? I swayed with your side just purely because I think Daigle went for it maybe a little bit early. You know, like I was saying to you, if he had that debate on the 27th, I think a lot more people would have been on Daigle's side. It's one of them. I think just he got the timing wrong. I think that's where I believe.
The thing is, if we're in this situation on the 27th, I'll be on his side. Do you know what I mean? But 7 days into a transfer window, come on, guys, let's just relax a little bit.
No, and do you know what? I did like your quotes, Ben, when you said, look, we're all in this together as Spurs fans. We need to unite as one and just cheer the boys on regardless of what's going on outside transfer windows, everything else. Just cheer the boys on. And I absolutely loved that message. I loved it. But Ben, what I do want to talk to you about is Sonny's injury. I mean, out for 5 weeks up until after the next international break. It is a huge loss. Can Gil
Massive.
Messi be the guy to come in and step up for these few weeks while Sonny is out?
I mean, I would love to say yes, I really would, but Gil hasn't even scored a goal for us yet. Heung-min Son has been, even if he hasn't been playing well, he's getting assists, he's getting goals. He contributes the majority of our goals this season. So, I mean, it's a massive loss. Don't ever underestimate it, because it is an absolutely massive loss. With Chelsea coming around the corner, the Goon of Filth coming around the corner, Leicester away coming around the corner as well. I mean, we've got big games, and if you would ask me which month of the year would Son be the most of a miss, and I think this is the biggest month with these games in it, with the Chelseas, the Arsenals. I mean, it's detrimental for us. It really is. Kane needs to step up big time.
Just hold that thought, Ben, because I do want to get back and talk about this, but we do have to start in lineups out. And the reason why I stopped you, I know it's true, Ben, it's your channel, but we want to be the first here every single week with the predicted lineup, or with the lineup. And it is Golini in goals, Doherty, Tanganga, Roden, Davies, and Sessegnon form the back line with Winks, Lo Celso, Ndombele, Dele Alli, and Brian Hill. Looking at that team there, Ben, who do you think? Do you think it's a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3?
I think it's a 3-4-3. I think it's Ndombele and Brian Hill and like the number 10s behind Dele Alli. And I think, Winks and Lo Celso in the middle. Nice to see Davis captain, Sessegnon left wing back, and Doherty right wing back.
No, it is. And just for the bench, I don't know why some people, but they love to know who the substitutions are. It's Lloris, Davinson Sanchez, Piscozzi, Emerson Royale, Skip, Højbjerg, Lucas, Scarlett, and Kane. So no Harvey White, no Alfie Devine. Bit sad, but look, I mean, that lineup should be more than enough to put these to the cosh. Yeah. Ben, are you excited with Ndombele and maybe Brian Hill forming the 10s behind Dele Alli?
Yeah, I mean, they're both super creative. I mean, Brian Hill puts everything into every game, so I love him from the off just for that. But his quality, I mean, you saw when he came on against Chelsea how he put Pulisic on his arse and how he put that cross in. So more of that, please, from Brian Hill would be brilliant. And Ndombele, look, whatever everyone thinks about Ndombele, the guy's quality is absolutely unreal. So if Ndombele is up for it today, I have no qualms about it that we're going to win the game today. And I think if he's up for it, we win this game. And I think it's as simple as that.
No, 100%. I agree with you. Look, even if he doesn't perform, you still have enough out there anyway with Gil Messi, Dele Alli, Lo Celso. Look, as much as I've got on the guy's back, Winks has come in and started performing. He started to pass forward, which is all I wanted. There's definitely enough there. Sessegnon down the left-hand side. Very, very interesting to see what he can bring to the table today in terms of an attacking sense. Defensive, we already know he can do it. We've seen that against Mo Salah. But going forward, it'd be very interesting to see what this guy can bring to the table. But Joe Rodon's back in, Ben. You know, he's been missing, honestly. I was about to look for him on the back of milk cartons, missing person reports. Back.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard he had a rib injury for the Chelsea game. That's why he didn't play. But we've been missing him. I mean, I know he hasn't played too much, but I reckon at the Chelsea game, it would have made the world of difference. I think Davinson Sanchez just did not look comfortable in that middle of the three. And I think if Joe Rodon played, I think it would have made the world of difference. I really do. It's good to see him back, but just managers don't seem to fancy him. And I don't really understand why. Maybe it's his quality on the ball. But Tanganga's quality on the ball doesn't seem to be great either. So I'm not really sure what the qualm is with Joe Rodon. In terms of the subs bench, I like Piscozzi. He looked really good in pre-season, and I'd like to see him get a run out today. In terms of Dane Scarlett, I mean, I gave you my opinion on him before, but I'd still like to see him given a run out today, you know what I mean? Get him a goal, get his confidence up. But the thing is with Dane, I'd like to see him in a top two with maybe a Kane up top. I don't think he can lead the line by himself. That's the problem.
Do you know what, Ben? I'd agree with that. I think put him up alongside Harry Kane, where Harry Kane could do all the, what would you call it, muscle work, where he's holding up the ball. Stuff that Dane Scarlett may not physically be able to do right now. With Dane Scarlett just making the runs, I think it would definitely help him a lot more. But look, hopefully we can get the game put to bed by half-time when we can see Dane Scarlett, Piscozzi being brought in around 55, 60 minutes. That would be absolutely awesome because, look, I still believe in Dane Mbappe. I really do think he's going to be a hot property in a couple of years. But I agree, he does need to develop physically. And at times, like looking at him in the Europa Conference League, I think that's what stopped him from putting in a really good performance, was just having that physicality or that nous to kind of, like Harry Kane does, draw free kicks, hold up the ball, out-muscle defenders. But look, hopefully today's the day he can step up. Another player I do want to talk to you about, though, is Japhet Tanganga, manhandler. Look, he was shocking against Chelsea, no denying it. But since then, there's been rumours that he could be out the door. What do you think? Do you think we should keep this guy around till the end of the season? Maybe look at loaning him out? Or do you think we should be looking to cash in and sell him?
I wouldn't sell him as of yet. And if I've had a lot of thought on this Japhet Tanganga since that Chelsea game, and I think there's definitely a player in there. That player is not a wing back. He's definitely not a wing back. I think he's most definitely a centre back. Yeah. I would like to keep him around. I think there's definitely big quality there. So I would loan him out. I think this guy needs games. He needs a consistent run of games. He needs the games lower end of the Premier League, maybe even higher end of the Championship even. But I think that you look at Skip, what happened to him, he went on a loan, played week in, week out, came back a better player for it. Danny Rose did the same at Sunderland. Kyle Walker did the same at Aston Villa. So we've got previous for doing this. So send Tanganga out on loan. Let him have a season of week in, week out football. And I think he'll come back ready. If Conte doesn't think that's the case, I would, if you do want to sell him and get some money in, put in a buyback clause. Please just put in a buyback clause for him because he's a Tottenham boy through and through. And if he does develop into one of those top players, then we can get him back. I mean, that's my honest opinion on him. I
mean, do you know what? I definitely agree with the buyback clause if they do try and sell him, because you don't want what we've done with Noni Madueke, where he's really coming to the fore at PSV, and he's a Tottenham guy who was in the Tottenham ranks and left because he wasn't being given his opportunity. So, look, with Tanganga, though, the thing is, we know there's a player there. You've watched him against Liverpool on his debut. You watched him against Man City at the start of this season. He can perform at the highest level. He's already proven that. But I agree with you. I do think it's just a run of games. I do think a loan move will help him, give him that, whether it be come January, 6-month loan period or a year loan period. Get him them running games. Get football underneath his belt. Let him get the feeling. Because the more football you play, the more you start to do things instinctively rather than think about it and stuff like that. So hopefully that will definitely aid Tanganga's development. Galini in goals today, Ben. Are you worried if Morecambe pop off any shots from long distance?
Massively, yeah. Massively. I'm not sure if we're keeping a clean sheet today with Galini in goal, but hopefully we can get a host of goals. I mean, Galini probably came in the summer thinking, look, let's hang around for a year and then I'll replace Hugo Lloris as number one next year. But that ain't happening. I mean, we need to give Lloris a year or two contract, in my opinion. I mean, we're not going to sign anyone better than him. Whenever I've seen Galini play, doesn't fill me with too much confidence, to be honest. He really doesn't, but should be all right today against a Morecambe, let's be honest.
Should be more than enough today against Morecambe, but you know what, I agree with you. I don't see him hanging around after this season, to be honest with you. At this rate, I probably would have kept Joe Hart around. At least he would have brought a bit of fun to the lads, a bit of cricket in the dressing room like he was doing or whatever. But
he's won a trophy, Joe Hart.
I know, yeah. I know. with Celtic. I like Celtic as well, by the way. I do like Celtic. But yeah, Galini, I'm just not sure on him. I think, look, the guy's probably better suited to making rap records than maybe putting on gloves, as we know. But look, Ben, we'll get back to some because I do want to ask you before I let you go, next guest. Can Harry Kane step up and provide some of the goals that we will be missing now with Son's injury?
Dave, come on. Is water wet? Is water wet? Come on. This is Harry Kane we're talking about. This is Harry Kane we're talking about. I know he might have had his doubts.
I'm just trying to set people up. I know I've talked about him before.
And you know, everyone had their doubts. I mean, not everyone, not you and not Sim, but people had their doubts about Harry Kane coming into this season. His head wasn't right. But I think his head's getting there now. And I think that you're going to see a much, much better second half of the season than you saw first half. I mean, maybe you're not going to see him hit the heights of 20, 25 goals, but I think he can most definitely fill the void of what Sonny's leaving. And you know what? If we bring in someone in the next week or two, an Adama Traore, that will leave us with a bit more numbers up there as well. So
no, 100%. But with Son's injury, just say we don't bring in Adama Traore. Do you see Conte changing the formation at all?
I don't know, man. I mean, it all depends. I think if Bergwijn's back, I know Bergwijn's injured. We don't know when he's going to be back. Lucas, maybe he could go with a two up top with Kane and Lucas. I mean, that's the only other thing I can really think of if Bergwijn and Sonny are both out.
Yeah. I don't know. Look, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, it's just wrong timing for Sonny. Arsenal, Chelsea twice, Leicester in between. It's just, it couldn't come at a worse time. Could not have come at a worse time, and it hurts. We have a super chat here from Skinny Fat Huey. Absolutely love the name. What's that called? An oxymoron or something like that, or contradiction. Absolutely love it. He says, all right, lads, wanted to say congrats on 100K, Ben. Better late than never. Still remember creating a debate about Stevie B being screwed by Jose's tactics. All the best, and let's hope we get some signings soon. What would you say to Skinny Fat Huey?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what you talk about with Stevie B being screwed by Jose's tactics. I mean, I thought Stevie B in the early days of Jose was actually really good. I mean, he was that kind of defensive winger playing really well, and then it all went to shit when he missed those chances against Liverpool. I mean, Again, I've said it to you time and time again. I see a player in there with Steven Bergwijn. I definitely see a player in there with Steven Bergwijn. He just needs the confidence. You saw against West Ham, we had a bit of confidence about him. He played really well. Been injured ever since then. But at the end of the day, it's all up to Conte and Paratici, and if they want to sell him, then then good for them, you know what I mean? Then I'd happily give my blessing to that.
Yeah. Well, big up, Huey, my man. Really appreciate the support, brother. And, a massive thank you to everybody out there for the 100K subscribers. But we ain't stopping. We're ambitious. We want the 1 million. Let's get there. Dark Sunji with the super chat. He says, why is Kane on the bench? He should be rested. Look, Dark Sunji, I mean, it's probably better being safe than sorry. I think we learned that lesson with Nuno, Ben, didn't we?
Oh, most definitely. 11 changes, all the players that started are left at home. I mean, it was ridiculous. And I think it's important as well what Winks was talking about at the back end of that game. He's like, you don't want to create a two-tier system. Everyone needs to be in it together. And that's what a squad game's all about. Everyone needs to be in it together. And I think you have to put Harry Kane on the bench today. Because if things aren't going right, he's going to come on and save it for us. So I don't see a problem with Harry Kane on the bench, especially it being at home as well.
And plus, Dark Sunji, some of the fans that are going there today, it'd be a relaxed Harry Kane, so they might even get a few signatures, off the guy. But look, Ben, we have another guy here in the background. I really appreciate you coming on and helping me out, my man. Go and enjoy your coffee and get ready for the watch along. Can't wait.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Let's have it. Absolutely love it. Big up Benji, guys. Absolute legend coming on and give us a dig out. But look, let's keep moving. Let's get on this next guest. And we have Mitch. Let's get him on. Mitchy boy, how are things, brother?
Yo. Not too bad, bro. How's it going your end?
All good, my man. I'm keeping well. You looking forward to today's game, man? FA Cup. Do you have a secret place in your heart for the FA Cup?
Ah, man. The year I was born, 91, Spurs won the FA Cup. So that's the only time in my era that we've won it. So hopefully we can get it this year.
No, I hope so. I mean, we've only ever won it... once in my lifetime as well, man. So we definitely need to get onto it. Super chat here from Skinny Fat Huey. Sorry, lads. I said back then exactly when Ben said he is a player. He was just unfortunate to be played as a defensive winger to cover for Aurier. Look, I suppose, Mitch, you can come in on this with us. Bergwijn, where did you sit on Bergwijn?
When he first came in, I was really excited to get him in, and then... yeah, he was playing really well. I thought what Ben was saying, that defensive winger role under Mourinho to begin with was excellent. And then Liverpool shattered his confidence and he just hasn't looked the same since. Yeah.
And no, absolutely spot on. But look, Mitch, you obviously heard me reading out the starting lineup and the boys put it up on screen. What's your thoughts on the lineup?
Well, Conte's gone for a relatively strong team. I mean... we know what happens when we play these sort of lower oppositions, like even against Vitesse at the stadium, we went 3-0 up and then all of a sudden it's 3-2.
Yeah.
So we got to be careful. And I would have liked to see Alfie Devine start, but he's not even on the bench.
No Harvey White either, no Alfie Devine. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think maybe that is a bit harsh, that maybe he could have found space for the two of them guys on the bench even?
I think Conte really wants this trophy, and I think he needs to make sure that he's got all of the resources he needs to make sure that we get over the line in this match.
Do you know what? Absolutely spot on. And look, it was like I was saying, he's got to the final twice in this competition. So who am I to sit here and question, his team selection, But look, he's got it right. There should be more than enough out there to win this game. But Dele Alli up top, Mitch, do you reckon Dele Alli could put in the performance, get us the goals to put this tie beyond doubt?
It's his last chance, really, isn't it? He's got to have a really good game today, and if he doesn't, then we can't keep giving him any more chances.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. I have a feeling, just listening to Conte's words, that he might actually be looking to use him while Sonny is out injured. Sweet. It's just the feeling or the vibe I get from it. But I agree with you. I mean, look, it's the walking Christmas tree's last chance. I mean, look, does he have enough time to put Morecambe's colours in his hair today? Probably not. But hopefully he can get out there and he can bang in a few goals, because we definitely need him. And it's looking like Ndombele and Brian Hill in the 10s behind Dele Alli. Are you excited about that? I mean, man, there's plenty of creativity.
Very excited for Brian Hill, to be honest. Ndombele, I really want him to do well in a Spurs shirt. He hasn't done well so far. But more excited for Brian Hill to see what he can do. He's just like, when he come on against Chelsea and the previous match, the little runs that we needed. We haven't had that spark from any other players. Maybe Lucas Moura gives us a bit of that, but we need more of that flair and drive and skill, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, look, hopefully they can provide the chances. I mean, there's more creativity than there is a guy on an acid trip. You know what I mean? So definitely, plenty of creativity there. It looks like Mitch knows what I'm talking about there with the little snigger. But look, Harry Winks and Lo Celso forming the midfield partnership. Is that enough today to be able to go and win us this game, my man?
I'm a big Winks fan. I mean, I've always backed him. From the performances that he's put in the past, he has to get us over the line today. If he can't, then what are we doing with these players in our squad? We're playing against League One opposition, and he needs to do the business. Lo Celso, I'm not convinced on him. I thought what Ben said when he first come in, he did show all of the right things, and he's got all of the right attributes to be a proper baller. But injuries have just plagued him, and he just can't seem to get a string of games under his belt.
Yeah. Do you know what? Well, he can when Argentina comes around. I mean, they can roll him out 2 or 3 times a week, and then he comes back injured. It's really annoying. It really is annoying. And part of it makes me question, does he want to be here? I mean, he's fit for international duty, or even if he's not fit, he can go through the pain for his country. He doesn't seem to want to do it at club level, which is very, very, very annoying. But Harry Winks, my man, do you think now that he's proven he can come in, he can do a job from Conte, that maybe he can kick on and really nail down a starting spot in Conte's first 11?
I'd love him to be able to do that.
Yeah.
He can start pulling out those performances like he was in the Champions League under Pochettino, then we need that sort of player in our squad. Yeah. Somebody, I think him and Skip could form a really good partnership. I know that Højbjerg is Conte's main go-to, but sometimes I feel he runs around a bit like a headless chicken sometimes.
Interesting. Look, with the way Højbjerg performed against Chelsea, I mean, there's every chance Harry Winks can put himself in the frame to get in that midfield. And look, he's done what I thought maybe was the reason why he would never get into the midfield. And he's done that in the last few cameos, which is getting stuck in, physicality. And hopefully now he can bring that to the table on a more consistent basis. And you might just see this guy get into this Tottenham lineup. But Mitch, we have a couple of guests flooding in now, very, very late, so we will get on to them. But Mitchy boy, one of them's after going, so we'll keep you on for another couple of minutes. I don't know what's going on. Matt, I don't know what's going on Matty, but I'm speaking to you. Mitch, do you think that Tottenham should prioritise the FA Cup, prioritise this competition, and really go for it. Considering, we're already out in the Europa Conference League. Top four is looking like it could be a tough ask in the league, and we all know we already 2-0 down in the first leg of the Carabao Cup. So is this a Tottenham trophy Tottenham should really be looking to go after?
This is the cup that I've wanted my whole life growing up. Apart from the Champions League, obviously, and the Premier League, but like this, I think the FA Cup is the oldest cup in the history of football, and we were the first non-league club to win it. This is our trophy. We need to be winning FA Cups on a regular basis. I'm not interested in the League Cup. It's the FA. That's what it's all about. We need the FA Cup. Spurs are an FA Cup team.
Yeah, and look, we've won it 8 times before, and we used to be the club that's won it the most in England. Of course, only that the scum decided that go on a bit of an FA Cup rampage over the last few years of Wenger. But no, look, it's definitely a trophy. I mean, I want any trophy at this stage, Mitch. I mean, I don't know about you, but I would celebrate another Audi Cup. I'd probably celebrate you eating a slice of toast, to be honest with you, man.
Yeah. Anything will do at this point, right? We've got to take what we can get.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I mean, beggars can't be choosers around here. That's for sure, my man. That's for sure. But look, Mitch, what is your score prediction for today's game?
I can't see us keeping a clean sheet. I'm going to go for 4-1.
You have no faith in the clean sheet. Is that because of Galini or because of the backline?
Both, really. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think Rodon's going to be match fit. I think their striker's he's got a good record. I think he's scored sort of like 19 goals in 25 games or something like that. And yeah, I guarantee you he'll want to get an FA Cup goal against a Premier League opposition under his on his tally.
Yeah, no, for sure. And another player I want to talk to you about is Gil Messi. Look, he's getting an opportunity today, but do you also think he'll be able to step up in Son's absence over the next couple of weeks? Does he have the quality to be able to lay down his name for that starting position?
This is his opportunity, and we need him to step up. We've got a really hard few games coming up with Chelsea twice and the scum.
Yeah.
I would take the loss against Chelsea in the cup, and just to get the 2 wins in the league.
Yeah. Interesting. Look, do you know what? I don't know on that. I don't know. I love getting back to the final. I kind of bit hurt over the loss to City last year. I wouldn't mind getting back and putting that right for sure. But look, my man, why don't you scream, "Come on, you Spurs," or sing us out, my man?
Yeah.
Right away, get pumped up for this game.
Yeah, come on, you Spurs.
Absolutely love it. Mitch, it's been a pleasure, my man, and I hope to see you on more of these, brother.
Nice one, bro. Peace, bruv.
See you, my man. Big up, Mitchie. What an absolute legend, guys. Just chilling out there after his breakfast. I absolutely love him. What a guy. Look, it's time to from one legend to another. Let's get him on. It's KVP in the building. Let's have him. Kyle, my man.
Hello.
How are you keeping, brother?
I'm good.
You excited for today's game, man? FA Cup.
Yeah, I am, because this is probably the trophy I want to win, but I want to win the 2 cups. I want the FA Cup and the League Cup. I want to win the double. Like, I know we're 2-0 down in the first leg, but like, I'm gutted Son's gonna miss the end of this month, because he has been probably our best player this season. Like, I know the scum are going to be happy that he's out for the North London derby, and Chelsea happy that he's missing the League Cup and a league game as well. So, but yeah, happy, but I'm not.
Who do you reckon Conte would turn to fill his absence? Bergwijn, Gil, maybe Lo Celso, Ali. Who do you think he's gonna turn to kind of fill that absence?
Bergwijn, Bergwijn can play there, so yeah, like Bergwijn, why not? Because I know he scored against Chelsea when we played him in a friendly in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, yeah, maybe he might turn to Bergwijn or Brian Hill or Dele Alli. Like, Dele Alli loves the goal against Chelsea, don't he?
That's true. That's true. He
And
does.
yeah, I think he's got what 5 goals against them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
absolutely spot on,
yeah,
KVP.
I
Absolutely
think
spot on.
Dele Alli will hopefully Dele Alli will start on Wednesday because I don't know why Tanganga and Sanchez scored own goals. Like, what was that? Supposed to defend, not scoring goals. Like, I don't know why they were starting. Like, is Dyer back?
Dyer is Tottenham tweeted late last night that he's back.
Yeah, so hopefully he will start, and
Yeah,
hopefully Reguilon's going to start on Wednesday because we're at home and they always seem to beat us there when we play them at home. We always lose, but I want revenge after we lost 3-0 in September, so it's time to get revenge. And
yeah,
I want to win the FA Cup and the League Cup, the double. I want to win the double, man, because
for sure,
I'm going
for
to
sure.
disagree with Mitch. I want to win both cups, then I'll be happy. Like, but today's game, like, I'm probably going 3-1 because Chiellini's in goal. Like, why is Conte gone with the Italian keeper instead of Lloris? Because Lloris has been probably our best keeper since we signed him in
Do you reckon?
2012.
Do you reckon though, Kyle, that maybe he's given just Larissa maybe a mental break?
Um, yeah, probably, but Lloris would not let this team score past him. Like this team, Morecambe, yeah, like this probably the first time we played them, but
Mm,
I think we can beat them. Like Dele Alli, hopefully Rings can score another screamer like he did in the Europa League last
yeah,
season.
yeah, that'd be nice.
Another
That'd be
screamer,
nice.
yeah, Rings. So, like, yeah, Brian Hill to score, so I'm going 3-1. And hopefully Kane will come off the bench to score maybe, like he normally does in the FA Cup. He always seems to score when he comes off the bench.
Yeah,
Like, who knows? You never know. He might score 7 like we did before. 7, like, and I don't want Man United or Chelsea in the next round because they always seem to
yeah,
knock us out in the semis, but no,
yeah.
thank you. It's time to get to that final. So, yeah, let's go all the way and win this competition. Then, yeah, I'd be happy. But 3-1 today. And, yeah, then
Well,
Wednesday. And then we got the Scum. And then we got Leicester after.
yeah.
So, yeah, double game week in the Premier League for us. So, we got, yeah, it's going to
Some big
be,
games. Some big games. That's for
yeah,
sure, Kyle. That's for sure. But
yeah.
look, man.
So,
Uh,
and yeah, there's no Jamie Vardy for Leicester because he always seemed to score against us when we played him. He
yeah,
always
that's a
scored.
plus. Yeah. No,
So
that's a plus. Thank God he's out.
yeah,
You know, the human Red Bull can is what they call him. But look, Kyle, my man, I have to keep it going, man. I have to keep it going because we have one more guest to get
oh
to.
mate.
But before we let you go, I know you love shouting, "Come on, you Spurs!" So let's do it. Let's wake everybody up, Kyle.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Come on, you Spurs!
Absolutely love it, Kyle. Absolutely love it.
Oh
Hopefully you can
man,
get on the post-match fan show, my man. And big up for all your
yeah.
support. You're a legend.
Oh mate, I'll see you later.
I'll see you, Kyle. See you, my man. Absolutely brilliant. There you have it from KVP, guys. Absolutely brilliant guest. Everybody give him love in the comments. But look, let's get on another guest. It's one I haven't spoke to before, so I'm eager to get chatting. Let's get him on. Tommy from Tommy Talks Ball. Tommy, my man, how you keeping, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Can I just say before I start, I'm wearing a Pittsburgh Steelers shirt. All my Spurs shirts are in the wash. But I'm feeling, do you know what? I'm feeling kind of confident, but the lineup does worry me. The lineup does sort of worry me.
Why is that, Tommy? Why does this lineup worry you?
Well, I don't know who we're going to play up top for a start with the personnel we have out there. I mean, a lot of people have said, you know, Dele Alli could play up top. Maybe he should play up top. He used to score 15 goals a season for us back in the day, so he can certainly finish. So I'm guessing he'll be up top. But it's a weird. I mean, putting Dele Alli up top is a risk in itself because we know he's pretty useless in his base position. So no, there's a few risky things there, but seeing the backup players will be interesting anyway. We've seen enough of the first team players, so it should be good. It should be a good game either way.
Do you think the worry comes from where we've seen these guys come out in games like this before and ultimately let us down and not perform? The lack of motivation, lack of desire, lack of character. Is that where maybe the nervousness comes from today?
Yeah, no, of course. But we know what happened at Mura. We know what happened at Mura. That was absolutely shocking. And that wasn't just with our second team. That was a mix of first team players and second team. So this looks pretty much backup. So and I don't want to rerun. We all remember what happened at Colchester a few years back, and they were in League Two.
Do you know what, Tommy? I was trying to put that to the back of my mind today, my man. I really,
mate. I don't want to be a negative Nancy. Look, I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but it's a real thing. It's a real thing, and we can't afford to go out of any more cup competitions because it looks like we're going out against Chelsea. Look, I still believe we can get something. We can go through, but the chances are we're going out against Chelsea. We're not winning the league, so this is our trophy.
Yeah, and look, Tommy, I wouldn't even call it a negative Nancy. And I mean, I know you're not. I watch your channel. I do watch it. And look, for me, I think your concerns are justified. I mean, any Spurs fan coming in today without that little bit of doubt in the mind with some of the starting lineup, we know it can happen as Spurs fans. So you're 100% correct to have that doubt. But look, you know, we are getting close to kickoff, so we want to get people pumped up, Tommy. What formation do you think it is today? Do you think it will be a 3-4-3, or do you think he'll change to the 3-5-2?
Well, I think it has to be a 3-4-3, or you're moving two players that can't play up front. So none of them are natural strikers anyway. So I think we'll make do with one natural striker, which will probably be Dele. Can't imagine it being anyone else. So I'm guessing it'll be a 3-4-3. Gil on the left. On the right, Lo Celso's played on the right under Nuno. So I'm guessing it'll be Gil on the left, Lo Celso on the right. But do you know what? Lo Celso plays on the left for Argentina. So he'll be coming in. He's left-footed, so he'll be coming inside on the right. I don't have a problem with that. So a hell of a lot of creativity. We know there's a hell of a lot of creativity. And, you know, Morecambe, 19th in League One. I've looked at their recent results. They're conceding 4-5 against, you know, teams mid-table and lower table in League One. So we should certainly have enough firepower to do to do them over. You'd expect at least 4 goals, really, wouldn't you?
No, honestly, you really would. I mean, again, like you, I've looked at their results. I mean, they're also sitting 19th in the league as well. You know, so look, we should be putting goals by these. I mean, if we don't score goals by these today, I mean, there's something drastically gone wrong. You know, look, fair play to Robinson. They're promoted. He's given them a chance to stay up. But let's be honest, in terms of football sense, they're fucking shit compared to Tottenham Hotspur. So we should be absolutely, you know, mauling them all over the pitch, Tommy. We really should be. But look, I do want to speak to you a bit about maybe Son's injury. How concerning is it in completely wrong time, Tommy?
It's a weird one because last season, it's very similar to last season where Son looked burnt out. He looked burnt out. This was after January. He looked burnt out. We were playing him game in, game out. In Europa League, we were against the likes of Wolfsberger, 7th in the Austrian division. We beat them. We know what happened at Zagreb. He was playing against them midweek, going into Premier League games, and his form started to dip. Like it has, you could say, the last 3 or 4 weeks. He's still been good, but it's dipped, and then he got injured.
Yeah. That's
what happened last season, and the same's happening this season. Gil should get Premier League starts now. If you pay 35, look, if you pay it's relative to 35 million pounds. If it was 23 million up front, we gave Lamela worth about 12 million pounds still. He's 29 years old. He's doing all right at Seville. So 35 million pounds, It's about time he gets some Premier League starts. It's good that he's starting today. So it's concerning, but we get to see what Paratici's transfer dealings, the Don, really, if they're coming through or not. Because so far, other than Ramiro, who's been injured for the last 2 months, we haven't seen a great deal of these transfers we brought in the summer.
No, look, and look, you make a fair point there. You make a fair point. When it comes to Gil, do you believe he possesses the quality and the mentality to be able to lay claim to Sonny's spot while he's out?
It's tricky. It's very, very tricky. We've only seen him bit part. He looks okay when he come on for 10, 15 minutes. He He's an old school winger, isn't he? He's he stays by the byline. He tries to swing crosses in, and it's good. It's good to have that different type of player, that out and out player that will stick on the wing and try and beat his man and get crosses in. So I certainly, it looks like he's got the capability, but over 90 minutes, it's all right doing it for 10, 15 minutes. Can he do it from start to finish against the big boys in the Premier League? We certainly should see something today. We want to see an assist. We want to see a goal at least against Morecambe, and hopefully he can do it in the Premier League. Physicality does seem to lack a bit of physicality, but I'm sure we'll see something today. We'll see what he's made of today.
No, look, I definitely think so. Look, the physicality does concern me a little bit, but when you look back at Modric, I mean, his first touch was so good. He never really had to rely on the physical side of the game. So hopefully Gil Messi can do that today for sure. Look, what's your score prediction today, Tommy?
I thought we was going to keep a clean sheet during the week. I was like 4-0. I was like 4-1. But you know what? I think we might. It's going to sound bad. I think we might even just scrape this. I don't think we're scoring 4. I think it's like. Do you know what? I think it's going to be 3-1, something like that. Even 2-1 maybe. But do you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say 3-1. I'm going to go 3-1. I don't think this team's capable of scoring maybe 4. I say that now. We're going to win 6-0. But no, I'll say 3-1.
No, very, very modest, very modest. I absolutely like that. Look, it's one of them. You're either going to go out and spike them, or else we're going to make it tough on ourselves. And look, I want to emphasize this. If it is a close game, it's not that Morecambe are playing well. It's just that we've made it hard on ourselves and we're not playing well. Because 9 times out of 10, or even 10 times out of 10, you should be absolutely playing these off the park. In terms of football, in terms of football, we really should be. So there's no reason there.
11 times out of 10, you could say. 11 times out of 10. We should be battering these boys.
Yeah, you should not be losing to these whatsoever. Are you looking forward to maybe Piscozzi and Dame Mbappe Starlet coming off the bench?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I was looking forward to Dane Scarlett getting some first-team football earlier on this season, especially as the main backup. But it hasn't worked out. Fortunately, Kane hasn't been injured, so we haven't had to use him. But Dane needs a professional goal, doesn't he? Still hasn't got a professional goal. So hopefully we loan him out in January, maybe to Leighton Orient League 2, just so he gets some goals. It doesn't matter what level. Just get some goals until the end of the season. But certainly, I think he's got a big future at Spurs. So if he can get on the score sheet, even come on and look good, like he did I think it was Wolfsberger last season. He came on, won the ball, got an assist, looked very good. So even if he comes on for 20 minutes, it'll be nice to see the boy. But in the long run, I really hope he goes out on loan.
Yeah, fair comment, my man, fair comment. Look, do you know what? I really thought Dane would be able to come in and hit the ground running. It hasn't exactly panned out like that. And I do think maybe looking at it now with fresh eyes, I do think maybe it's the physicality that maybe is stopping him from kind of, proving that he is good enough to come in and be back up, to be honest with you. But look, Tommy, I mean, before we let you go, what does the FA Cup and Tottenham in the FA Cup mean to you, my man?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. We've never won it in my lifetime. Well, we did, but I was 2 years old. You know what I mean? I don't really have a recollection of that. So, but no, we're a domestic trophy team. That's how we're known. And the big one was the FA Cup, but not really anymore, because Arsenal won it. Our big rivals won it like 3 times in 5 years. 5, 6 years. Yeah. So we need to play catch up. We need to get in front of them in terms of FA Cup wins. And this team needs to become a team of winners. Nobody's winning trophy. Nobody's won a trophy in the squad. So if it starts here and then we can, get into the top 4, challenge for titles. It sounds crazy challenging for titles, but it's only 4 or 5 years ago we were. And we probably should have won.
I mean,
15, 16.
Why can't you
of course.
Here, Tommy?
Of course. Absolutely. But we get that first cup on the board. There's belief around the squad going into next season. Massive belief. And as you said, look, this is massive. This is very much associated. The FA Cup is associated with Spurs. It's huge for this fan base. And I'd like to see in my lifetime as a grown-up to get the FA Cup, that it'd be a sublime. Just in the crowd. See us line up in the crowd, the captain lifting the trophy. It's something beautiful. And one day we're going to see that again. It could be this year. It's very early stages. We haven't even played in the FA Cup third round. We haven't completed a game yet. But no, it would be wonderful. It would be wonderful.
No, it would be absolutely awesome. And look, I agree with you. I just want to head over to London, have a big party with all the Spurs fans, for a week solid and really enjoy a trophy, my man. I mean, like I was saying to Mitch, ideally celebrate me eating a slice of toast at this stage, to be honest with you. But look, Tommy, before we let you go, my man, where can people find you?
So yeah, Tommy Talks Ball. That's my channel. I have a plethora of guests. On there. When I started this, obviously, I saw We Are Tottenham first. It's only my second time on it. We Are Tottenham with the big boys, and now yourself. You've got an unbelievable channel. I feel very privileged to be on it today. So yeah, mine's a little bit small scale, but Tommy Talks Ball. I try and stream as much as I can, 5-6 times a week. Have lots of guests. I'll be doing something tonight. I've had the big Brian Daigle has been on my channel a lot, and I love the man. But all these channels are absolutely brilliant. The two big boys, yourself and We Are Tottenham, absolutely fantastic. So if you fancy watching some more Spurs content, Tommy Talks Ball YouTube channel be wonderful if you just sub.
Look, first of all, I really appreciate the compliment. I'm not a big boy. Look, I'm only small channel. We Are Tottenham TV are the big boys, but Tommy, I really appreciate it. But believe it or not, I do actually tune into you a lot because you're always streaming when I prepare my streams. So I do have you on in the background listening, Tommy. But look, my man, before we let you go, you can either sing me a song, a Spurs song, or you can scream the house down with "Come On, You Spurs."
Right, I'm going to go a little bit different. Okay. Daniel Levy, spend! Not Levy out. Levy, spend. Spend. That's what we need. And come on, you Spurs. Let's smash these little boys today.
There you have it. Big up Tommy from Tommy Talks Ball. Everybody do get over there and check out his channel. Smash the subscribe on it. Absolutely brilliant appearance. But look, guys, we're going to end it there. And like Tommy says, Levy, open your wallet. But look, we are going to end it there. I mean, make sure you stay tuned for the watch along coming in just a couple of minutes' time with Benji and with Mr. Daigle as well. Maybe they might even continue on their furious debate. Guys, get your comments in to get them debating again. Sucker them into it. Absolutely loved it. But honestly, We Are Tottenham TV Army. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate your time this morning. Look, roll on the shrimps. Let's turn them over. Let's bend them over. 5-6-0. And then let's get our focus back on Chelsea. It's FA Cup. It's hopefully a day where we can all sit back, relax, and enjoy our football team. As always, guys, make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, get your comments in underneath. And just before we go, Faz Radfar says Paratici Conte combination is strongest in Europe. No, it's a very strong combination. Let's see it come to the fore now this month, my man. Let's see it come to the fore. Guys, if you've liked what I've had to say, or if you would do enjoy these pre-match pump-ups, if you have enough love left in you, get over to the Irish Hotspur, smash the subscribe button. Look, even if you don't want to watch the channel anyway, I'm a Spurs fan. Why not get over there and just smash the subscribe button and help a person out? But look, let's beat the Shrimps. 6-0 is my score prediction, and I'll leave you in the words of Conte. I hate losing.
Thank you.